Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by to check out Twilight Kit Club's monthly subscription kit. This kit shows the Beach Vibes collection from 49 and Market. Our scrapbook kits come with a selection of scrapbook papers and embellishments, a Jenny Wren stencil and a Jenny Wren cut file. We provide a Scrapping Chronicles magazine that comes with your kit each month, and we also have access to a private Facebook group. Check out the website www.twilightcrafts.co.uk. Hi everyone, this is a short video walkthrough of the layouts I made using the gorgeous 49 and Market Beach Vibes collection. I've absolutely loved working with this kit. I still have loads of pieces left over. And I loved using distress oxides to add to the backgrounds. So this layout, I first used some watered down distress oxide. That was in Faded Jeans. So I took a piece of acetate, watered down the distress oxide, and then dabbed it onto the white, smooth white cardstock. I also used a fan paintbrush with the watered down ink to add some splats. And you can see I've kind of created this watery effect on the background as the base. I then took some of this spotty paper and I tore it into the distressed edge, and then using a torn piece of white paper, I actually laid the white piece of paper on and buffed some of that Faded Jeans ink onto the card. So I kind of created a wave effect, but with a piece of torn white paper as a mask and inked over the top. I then added some of these chipboard waves to the bottom, some of the fussy cut surfboards, and I took a couple of these driftwood frames for the photographs, a couple of laser cuts for the tropical flowers, and a chipboard title. So this next layout uses the background paper to do most of the work. I chose 3 of the blue cracked frames, a couple of chipboard pieces here from your chipboard ephemera pack, and then lots of laser cuts on this layout. So layered laser cuts here using foam pads just to create that dimension around the frame. And then we've got some laser cut palm trees and flowers here, again on foam pads, just to create that bit of dimension. Cluster of laser cuts, beach balls, tickets here, and some more laser cuts in the top corner, all just tucked behind the frames. This next layout takes a couple of those beautiful frames as well to mount your photos. And I took, this is a piece of 49 and Market background paper that I just had in my stash. It's got some very light text background. So that was just a spare piece of cardstock I had. But I inked then in Mermaid Lagoon and Faded Jeans using a stencil that I had, like a scallop stencil, just to create that background. So I then added my photos. I added some little pieces from my stash. So with these kits, I always delve into my stash and I think, what have I got that I can add to the kit to try and use up some of the things that I have? So these little pieces are from me stash busting, just trying to add to this beautiful kit. These tickets were fussy cut from some of the packaging, and then some of these from the ephemera pack. We've got a little laser cut flag here, a laser cut pair of sunglasses, and then the laser cut life buoy and beach ball to finish the layout. This is another layout that makes the background paper do all the work. I just absolutely love these background papers. I took 2 of these frames. Now they've got a slightly glossy feel because those are from the inside of one of the packaging pieces. So I fussy cut those out. A chipboard title here, some little laser cuts and tickets. And then around the photo, this is just some more laser cuts laid on top of the frame and underneath the frame. This is the beautiful deck chair laser cut, and I layered up a crab, a little cocktail glass, a bucket and spade, and some towels here. And I couldn't resist adding this little laser cut seagull in the corner. So lots of laser cuts used on this layout, but the background paper really does most of the work. And finally, this was a layout using up this piece of paper that comes in the kit. So this is the lovely kind of almost like the top of a beach hut paper. And I cut it into strips, and then I've got some herb scissors, some fringing scissors, where you can cut in to create this texture. If I hold it up, you can see that lovely texture. So I created a kind of beach hut vibe. More torn paper with that faded Dream Jeans Distress Oxide to create a background. And then using the stencil from the kit, I inked some surfboards here, and then I added the laser cut fence there. A frame used a fussy cut from one of the packaging pieces, the lovely cocktail bar, tiki bar there, and then some chipboard pieces and some laser cuts to layer it up. So I hope you get lots of inspiration and enjoy using the kit. It's been one of my favourites so far, and I look forward to seeing what you make.